Hey guys, it's me, Phoenix. Let's see where our energy is. I am moving the microphone over. Okay, sorry about that. So, I want to make sure that you can hear me and go from there. I'm going to pull tarot to see how everything is doing, how everything is going, what you got going on. Do me a favor. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. I really appreciate all the support and love that I have been receiving. It is almost our birthdays, your birthday, my birthday, and I am just overly joyed when it comes to this energy that we have been sharing together. It's not about trauma bonding, it's about us healing and seeing where we are in all these different types of situations, scenarios, and just learning to trust and love ourselves. I guess that's where we are right now. We've already put our trust and our love into other people. And if you heard the intro, it says sometimes we give our light to people who never really see our worth. And sometimes we have to learn how to take our power back by using affirmations, you know, and so on and so forth. But we have to be able to see where we made, it's not a mistake, but where we fell weak at when it came to, it's not even weak. I'm sorry. I'm saying that the wrong way, but where we reached a crossroads and why it feels like things keep repeating itself. So that's just how I see the energy. Now, let's go ahead and start here. I like for you to see this set up like this, but I also like for it to be up high. I'm not sure how you like it, but this is how I'm going to put it right here. And then I might lift it up a little bit because I need you to be able to see the cards and the expressions on them. This is not regular tarot cards. These are a different type of version of tarot cards. And so, again, I need you to be able to see what it is that we're talking about. So far we have the 10 of Pentacles energy, the 6 of Cups energy, the 2 of Swords energy. She looks like Rihanna. The Temperance, which is balance. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. And we have the 8 of Wands, which is communication, movement. So this is you finally at the point of, after all is said and done, you're at the point to where you are close to or either there to be carefree, harmonious, and experiencing happy love. This is a cohesive unit. Look at that. She has the parent is in the back. Wait, right here. The parent's in the back. She's here laughing. He's here working hard while she picks from the seeds that they planted together. The kids are back here. There's also a dog. This is what we want. Happy life, happy wife. And this is also what we want, to grow old with the person that we make and build a foundation with. And look at the kids here. So they're watching their kids, dig in the sand, create foundations, things like that. And this could be a new love that they're watching as an old person or as older people, as you get old, or this is something that we all want to experience, a cup of love, and so, this is a good thing because at some point you have to learn to trust. Don't she look like Rihanna? You have to learn to trust, which is the 2 of Swords energy. The 2 of Swords energy is indecision, solutions, and difficult situations. But in the process of all of that, you have to learn to trust in a situation, in a person, place, thing, or a situation. And that takes balance, pouring from one cup into another, not just pouring all of your energy into one cup and it be one-sided. So in the process of that, you can either do this alone or you can do this as a cohesive unit, but you can do it alone if that's what you choose to do. So the success, great love, and rewards is where you are. I tell you, this card deck, I love this card deck because the pictures speak to me. This is every brick you throw at me may help me build my foundation. And this is you choosing to put somebody in your life. Because in the past, there was no trust. That's how I see this. There's water here. There's wells, there's wishing wells. There's, everything, the sun and the moon, or the moon, however you want to take it, is there. But You've learned from the energies of having to do things alone and seeing things in a different way. True is on by Lloyd. This is movement. The 10 of Wands, excuse me, the 8 of Wands energy, movement, travel, and communication. So again, this is how you communicate to move forward when it comes to situations. Now, I'm going to go ahead and clarify the 10 of Pentacles. And yes, I'm going to use the same deck. Normally, I try to use another deck to see what comes out. But based upon what comes out, I'll use another deck. How about that? 10 of Pentacles energy, happy life, happy wife, harmonious peace, and love. This is what we are all searching for. Okay, the cards tried to come out, but they didn't get out there, so I'm not gonna take them. But this is, yeah. So with the Emperor, could be the Emperor or somebody who's stable. The Emperor energy is stability. Excuse me, the Emperor energy is stability, its power, and its authority. So we want an authoritative figure, somebody who's stable enough to be able to handle. Can you handle it? If I go there, baby, with you. You get what I'm saying? Can you handle it? That's what everybody wants to know at the end of the day is, can you handle it? And so can you handle it based on the memories, based on the past? Can you handle being a cohesive unit with me? And yeah, 3 of Wands energy. Be grateful and happy for the experiences, for the memories, for the offspring. Remember, I just told you the cards keep trying to fly out, and they did. Hold on. Okay, hold on, let me put my headphones off. Okay. So, the cards that come over, which is trust, right? To clarify, the trust card is the Knight of Wands, because you only live once. Be bold, be fearless, do what you love. The Drake energy, right? You only live once. Be bold, be fearless, do what you love. This causes for you to have to trust and to have growth, right? This is making straw, and this is how I see it. Might not be here, but making straw or gold out of the things that you have in front of you. Creating your own foundation. Every brick you threw at me helped me create my foundation. But you have to be tough. You have to be ambitious. You got to know what you want and go after it in a single-minded determination. When it comes to the King of Pentacles energy, this is a king that could only care about their coins and feel like at one point they don't really need anything. So the King of Pentacles energy, just to let you know, says there's no reward without risk. Create opportunities. Don't be afraid to fail and invest your time wisely. There's going to be so many temptations for this king or you when it comes to trying to have your cup, your 10 of Pentacles energy, happy life, happy wife, harmonious love. And so here it is. When it comes to the temptation, look at that. Look at how she's looking at him. Look at the things, the people who may betray you in the process and may be watching you and watching, all of the things that you've accomplished. And to a king who may feel like the pentacles are everything, this is considered greedy to you. And so that's where the signals got crossed, because they look at things differently from you. You want the Ace of Cups. You look at love. You don't look at it. You look at the opportunities, the great love and the joy that two people can experience together if they just trust. Does that make sense? If they just trust. And so with the balance here, there has to be some type of balance. But in the process of the balance, sometimes you have to be grateful for the experiences. So we're clarifying the Temperance energy right now. You have to be grateful for the experiences in order to trust a person, to know that you can go the full distance. And that comes with ego, the 5 of Swords energy. The ego. This is with the 5 of Swords, an unwinnable situation. Could be sneakiness. It could be feeling like you're defeated. But to me, this is ego. So the balance comes with somebody having to let go of their ego. But it takes time for that to happen, because it's a lot of anxiety involved in this situation, and being patient, anxiety, hopelessness, feeling hopeless, and all kind of stress. But again, if you plant the seeds, right? You plant them, you water them, you be patient. 7 years, 10 years. The pentacles, each pentacle is equivalent to a year. So we have the 10 years, we have the 9 years. So in order for you to get to this situation, it took 7 years of your patience and of your understanding, and then of you having to move forward. and get out of this anxiety in order for balance to happen. I don't know. You tell me. But, don't hold on to the years that I'm saying. If the story fits, it fits. If this resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But for the Nine of Pentacles to be here, yeah, you contemplated going into hermit mode. Retreating from distraction to determine your own truth is the Hermit card, right? The Hermit also says sometimes you need to withdraw in order to rediscover your own rich inner world through tranquility, meditation, and reflection. So you had to reflect, but you didn't want to, because the Hermit in the upright, right, is letting you know that there's wisdom, there's independence, and there's awareness. But in the reverse, it's like isolation. Isolation. I said it right. Isolation. And you had to resign and distance yourself from this person who you wanted this cup of love with. And that comes out because this person, King of Wands energy, a true leader that leads from the heart, inspires others to do more, dream bigger, and be better. This person didn't do that. You probably did, but this other person didn't. So the movement had to happen. And then comes communication. And somebody, okay, look. With my microphone here, okay, well, it's not in the picture, but I'm going to scoot up because all the cards keep falling on the ground. Hold on, let me get this card. Hold on. Wait, got to get back on my microphone. That's exactly how it came out, right? So with the communication happening in the movement comes seeing the beauty in yourself, right? Seeing the beauty in yourself, Empress energy. You have to see the beauty in yourself. You have to nurture yourself, You have to understand that the growth comes with you. Sometimes it doesn't just happen, but the consequence with somebody else, but the consequences of your actions and of their actions are at hand. So the consequences of your actions were you walking away. The consequences of their actions is understanding that you can do it without them. But in order to live a happy, fulfilled life, you want to do it with the person. And that comes with you having confidence and moving forward. Confidence shines from the inside when you love yourself, own your flaws, and rocking without caring what others think. If you don't care what others think, including the person that you love, when you get to that point, after 7 years of being patient, if you don't care what somebody thinks, then you move forward with confidence. And you say, you know what? If it's meant, it'll come back. If it's not, then it won't. But I have to do what I have to do for myself. And I'll find it one day. Somebody that'll understand me. I'll find somebody that's loving, compassionate, and understanding that'll truly bring me the happiness and tranquility that I seek. That's where it comes out with the scale showing with the justice energy. Balance. Again, temperance energy. Pouring from one cup into another. And then we have the star card. Listen, Trey Songz's song is on Sex Ain't Better Than Love. So when they realize that sex ain't better than love, they'll change up and look for love. The star card says no matter the situation you find yourself in, there's always hope. Have faith, be optimistic, and focus on self-care. You focus on self-care, there's movement and there's communication. Movement on your part or on their part, but there is some type of communication that's been happening. Somebody is seeing things from a different light because they see the Queen of Cups energy, which is you. A loving family, be someone who makes everyone feel important. Look them through their eyes and make them feel understood. You've done that. You have clarity. Ace of Swords energy, right? And the aces are a part of the beginning of the suits, like the clarity. You understand? So it's a new concept. When it comes to the Ace of Wands, this is courage, desire, and being positive about this Ten of Cups energy. You're putting it out there, what you want, happy life, happy wife energy, and also, or happy husband, however, and also you're securing the way you do things. 4 of Pentacles, 5 years because you've been struggling for so long. So you turn around and set boundaries for you, yourself, and move forward with confidence, Cancer, because your intuition is letting you know that in order for you to have your Ace of Pentacles energy, happiness, joy, and new beginning, you have to have some type of completion and do what makes your heart happy. Or for this union connection, or friendship. But that all goes with the Nine of Cups energy. The Nine of Cups energy is going after your dreams, enjoyment, and your happiness. And then the Ten of Swords energy, it's like because you felt like you failed and that you've been backstabbed and that you had to make a sudden ending because you nurtured a situation so long. Queen of Pentacles energy. And you were in limbo, hangman energy for so long. And now it's like, always follow your heart. It'll never lead you astray because it knows things the mind can't explain. And so with the Eight of Pentacles, you started to work on yourself. You started to save for a rainy day. You started to look at things from a different perspective. It's not about money, but money makes the world go around. It's about the burdens that you've been taking on. You've been taking on all these burdens, and now it's time for you to end them because you have the insight and knowledge to know what's causing you sadness. And all you want is a true leader who leads from the heart, inspires others to do more, dream bigger, and be better. And with that Page of Swords energy being here, it lets you know that you have clarity about the new experiences and the adventure that you need to go on. And with the Six of Wands energy, it's letting you know that the success, good news, and victory is on the other side of the toxic energy that's here. The Four of Wands energy lets you know that there's peace, happiness, and harmonious energy on the other side of you walking away. Six of Swords energy. Six of Swords energy is a new beginning, change, and new love. But you have to take a leap. You have to take a leap. The innocent leap of not knowing what's going to happen, where it's going to happen, and when it's going to happen, and when the new beginning will be there. But you have to take a leap and walk away. Eight of Cups energy. The Eight of Cups energy is just letting you know that there's a new future. There's walking away, and there's delusion because you've been overthinking for far too long. And the Page of Pentacles energy lets you know that you have to have the ambition, the diligence, and the desire because you reached a plateau. You've been bored and disconnected, and you have the insight to know what's causing you to feel insecure, the sneaky energy, the malicious behavior, the feeling like there's hatred around you. With the Page of Wands energy, yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment, so enjoy. So you're listening to the universe. You're following the wind, and you're moving forward because you're not going to hold on to the past. But you're also still going to give to others wholeheartedly without expecting to receive the same yourself, because that's how you received your blessings. But only to the people who want to work as a team, who only want to listen to you and understand why you do the things that you do. That's the cycles of life. But the Page of Cups energy lets you know that you have to have the affection. You have to be affectionate about the things that you want. You have to go after the opportunities. Even though you can't see the invitations, they'll come if you manifest them, right? The Three of Cups energy is you'll be able to celebrate. You'll be able to be happy and grateful for the experiences of the new friendships, the new people that come in your lives. You find liberation and a way out when it comes to the heartbreak. Because all you want is this Two of Cups energy, which is love, friendship, and a connection. But you realize that you have options. Seven of Cups energy. The Seven of Cups energy is warnings, hope, and choices. You have options. But you got to stop juggling the things that no longer serve you. Two of Pentacles energy says, the key to balancing multiple priorities is the ability to be flexible and go with the flow. So now the universe is taking you on the flow and it's having you go with it. You're juggling. Should I get in this boat or that boat? Should I stay on land? The dog is saying, take your lunch and go. The Knight of Pentacles says you can't get the results without first doing the work. Show up, work hard, and keep pushing every day. You've been doing that. The King of Swords says when faced with difficult situations, be impartial. Carefully evaluate your options with a rational mind. The Death energy is here. It says embrace change and let go of what no longer serves you. Death is not the end. It's a transformation that brings new beginnings. And the Seven of Wands is like victory, hope, and being defensive. So you're defending everything with hopes that you'll have victory on the other side of all of this. The Four of Swords lets you know that you've been relaxing, you've been resting, and you've been patient far too long. Now it's time to deal with the conflict, the competition, and be strong. These are people leading you to the wrong direction. This person back here is blindfolding everybody, but they're thinking they're hitting the piñata and they're hitting the beehive. This is the conflict and competition that you've been dealing with. The Judgment energy is having a realization. The Judgment energy says, let me read it. I got to find it first. Hold on. There it is. Free yourself from whatever holds you back and embrace your true calling. Be reborn, shed your old life, and live according to a higher truth. No matter how scary it is. Even if you got to do it with your eyes closed. Because remember, strength isn't always physical. Your patience, compassion, and gentle spirit is what makes you strong, not the sharpness of your words. The Queen of Swords says, stand up for yourself, always speak your mind, and don't take shit from anyone. No matter the situation, the Moon energy. It says with the Moon energy, always trust your intuition, but be warned that nothing is as it seems. Learn to distinguish between illusion and reality. The Hierophant energy is your belief system. You have to change your belief system and do things a little bit differently. Even though it may seem like it's hard, it says, have faith, seek spiritual guidance and education. Study the knowledge that you desire, and always, act in accordance with your beliefs, your belief system. And then it has the end of the deck, the Two of Wands energy. Make plans, travel, and go after the new ideas. Don't let the simple things hold you back, the distractions. Look at his foot. His right foot is tied up. His left arm is free and he's talking to a bird. His left foot is not tied up. And his left hand is tied. He can simply get out of there. But you choose to let things hold you back. You're overthinking, everything like that. And so therefore, you are the reason why you're not moving forward. Plans, travel, new ideas. The Two of Wands energy says, visualize your desires and make actionable plans to go after it. But sometimes fear, stagnation, distractions will keep you from doing it. And also yourself, overthinking. Change your belief system and believe that even though you don't know where you are, stand up for yourself. Always speak your mind. Don't take shit from anybody. Have strength. Strength is not always physical. Your patience, compassion, and gentle spirit is what makes you strong, not the sharpness of your words. Have just the strength to be able to just move a little bit. Have a realization that something is holding you back, and the conflict and competition keeps you doubting. And the Four of Swords, being patient and not moving because you're not sure if you're going to be victorious, and you having to let go of the things that no longer serve you. And also, when you're faced with a difficult situation, you need to be impartial and carefully evaluate your options. Who's stopping me from moving forward? The Knight of Pentacles says you can't get the results without first doing the work. Show up, work hard, and keep pushing every day. But you keep juggling how somebody else will feel about you or how somebody else perceives the things that you do. The yin and yang, you see it on his hat, the ebb and flow of life. You have options just like everyone else, but you choose the Two of Cups energy, which is love, friendship, and a connection, which causes you heartbreak. So I'm going backwards, right? It causes you heartbreak, but you have to find liberation and seek liberation and find a way out and be able to celebrate all of your wins, because the lessons are wins. No man is your enemy. No man is your friend. Every man is your teacher. But you have to be able to manifest and see everything. And that's the cycles of life. So I'll go ahead and pull. I feel like that was a full-on read. I'll continue and I'll pull from the Zodiac card deck. Let's see what's at the bottom. Worry beads. See? Come on, you guys. The worry beads. And it says worry, fear, anxiety, irritated, calming, soothing, bored, reaching a plateau, right? passing time, upset, unease, need care, fretful, ritual, repetitive motion, de-escalate, nervous tick. This is why you're not moving forward. This is why you're in that energy of, which is at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Wands. Once we got to the end of the thing, it's you being stagnant because you're worried. Worried that you'll never be enough. Worried about things and the way people will perceive you. I said that. Person of water, the emotional idealist, us Cancer, right? Emotionally connected, psychic, empathetic, intuitive, sensitive, heart-centered, feeling deeply, takes things personally, healer, counselor, advisor, and author. You're taking things too personal, very likely. At this time, the situation or outcome is likely to occur. You're taking it personally, but now you're going to get off of that. It says yes or no. That was the card for that. But you're going to get out of that energy. Wait, I need to put this right here because that was the bottom of the deck. Sorry about that. You got to get out of this energy and understand that you take everything personal. That was an airplane that passed by. And you got to go from there. So childhood, innocence, playful, growing, friendship, lightness of being, foundations, needs of others, revisit the past, loving life, no worries, inexperience, growth, and new beginnings. That is you trusting and also looking at everything, the memories that you have, and trusting into and taking a leap with the full energy and trusting into yourself and not just into a situation. So is it very likely that you'll trust in yourself? Yes, it is. There will be balance and you will make things happen. But you got to stop taking things personally. The reason why it's keeping you stagnant, you overthinking. Now that's when I go to the 4 agreements, because be impeccable with your words and don't take anything personal. Let's see what comes out. Look, don't take anything personal. Transform your life. Come on, you guys. I can't make this shit up. Don't take anything personal. Transform your life. When you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, and even your sadness will simply disappear if you don't take things personally. This is why I say that. Does that make sense now? Don't take anything personal. The 4 Agreements is by Don Miguel Ruiz. And that is the agreements. Don't take anything personal. Be impeccable with your words. What is it? Sorry. I'll always do your best and don't make assumptions. Don't make assumptions. You know? And so that's what you learn. Oh, this popped out when I looked at it. Don't make assumptions. Communicate with clarity. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama. If all humans would communicate with impeccability of the word, all of the relationships would change. There will be no wars, no violence, and no misunderstandings. I totally agree with that. Don't take anything personal. That's what I think I'm going to name this. I'll go ahead and pull from the evolution of the soul because you're ascending, but again, you're holding yourself back from the worry of what if I don't, what if I fail? Oh, but darling, what if you fly? I have that in my living room. You know, oh, but what if I fail? Oh, but darling, what if you fly? I think that's from Cinderella. One of the fairy godmothers said that. Unconsciousness. See, you got to get woke again. Hold on. Polarian. Shy away from sudden changes. That's you. Because you got to change. Great team player. Of course you are. Not showy, right? You don't really care about the material stuff. Stay in situations for a very long time. Polarian. Does that explain you? It's okay if it does. It's okay if it does. It's easier to deal with the people that you know, but that keeps you unconscious, not awake, unawareness of self, prefer familiarity of unconsciousness, asleep but think you're awake. So I don't know how that works, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. The thing is that we hold ourselves back because we worry, and there's fear and there's anxiety, and it's calming and soothing energy when we help everybody else with their needs. Emotionally connected, psychic, empathetic, intuitive, sensitive, heart centered, feels deeply, takes things personally. Damn. Come on, you guys. I can't make this up. So I just feel like that is where we are. Now we're going to pull from the Ascended deck, Oracle, and then we're going to go ahead and pull a crystal and let this energy go. It's been 30 minutes. I try to give you as much as I can in one reading so that you can get everything out of it and it all wraps up. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If this isn't for you, it's not for you. But remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, yellow hearts if you just rock with me. You know, you rock with me whether the reading resonates or not. Do me a favor if you're in the chat, communicate, talk to me. I talk back. If I can't see it in the chat, I'll go ahead and respond back to you. This is the Chariot energy. Moving forward, local travel, many local vacations, getting out more, a romantic weekend getaway, having to drive more. So you're moving forward with confidence. That's what that tells me. You're moving forward with confidence. And then children comes out twice. Actually, it comes out 3 times. These are all the same cards. Children, raising your children, helping or working with children, starting a family, emotionally immature. Hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Okay, I sneezed. Whoo, jeez. Okay, catch your breath. Catch your breath. Okay, so these are all the same things. So either this is going off the memories, this is the innocence of a child, this is friendship, this is revisiting the past. This could be about children, looking at your children grow. It could be why things are keeping you stagnant. I'm not sure, but if these 3 cards are here, it's telling me that you want this family dynamic. However, you take everything personally and you're emotionally attached to trying to be there. I'm going to speak respectfully from experience. Both of my kids are my youngest is almost 18. My oldest is almost 25. And they don't give a shit about you standing and staying and saying you're doing it for the kids, because they just don't. And I've done everything for them. And I can turn around and tell you that a lot of my time has been wasted trying to appease and be there for them when we should have. And let me just say this respectfully, not saying that it's anything wrong. They don't give a shit about none of the shit you care about. They just don't. They don't care about the protection. They will when they get older. Now, that is a good thing. I know, because I understand my mother now as an adult. I didn't understand her as a child. But I'm saying to you, I've provided all kind of whatever the kids needed. I've been there for them. I took them to school every day, picked them up, dropped them off, picked them up, dropped them off. I did it. My youngest son is driving. He started driving a couple of years back. And once he started driving, everything that I actually did for his betterment, he didn't give a shit about it. But I'm just telling you, he loves me. I'm not saying it in a bad way. They'll respect and love it when they get older and understand when they have kids. But you are trying to stay around a situation because of the kids. The kids really see everything from a childhood. I'm not saying, well, what I say is my sons lost their father long time ago, or whatever. So I have been everything to them. And now, I mean, it's like life is everything to them. So again, as long as you teach them the fundamentals of life, and sometimes they'll take it on, and sometimes they won't. Sometimes all of the shit that you told them, all of the whatever you instilled in them, if you really instilled it in them, they'll come and snap out of it, or they'll figure it out down the line. But I'm realizing that I guess I didn't do too bad, but they don't give a shit about any of the things that the tutoring, the everything school wise, the picking up and dropping off. When they get of a particular age to where they feel like they got a little bit of freedom, that's all that matters to them. So again, if you're staying in a miserable situation because you think it's better for the kids, it's not. Respectfully, I have never been through that situation. But if you think that you're doing something because they need mental support. They need mental support, and physical love, like hugs, kisses, assurance. They need that. And as long as you can give them that and the mental support, they see the arguments, whether they say it or not. They see the pain that you go through, whether they say it or not. So just understand, if you feel like you're staying because the kids, respectfully, look at it in a different option. Because I'm telling you, from the bottom of my heart, they move forward. And yeah, that's that. So anyway, these three cards came out telling me that at some point your worry and your fears and your anxieties and you being irritated and you staying and being in repetitive motion and, trying to de-escalate the way a person sees or feels, and you having this nervous tick, it does a lot to your mental. But if it's for the kids, it does do something to theirs as well. I've read things about kids that have been in relationships that, and I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor, but I play one on YouTube. I'm just playing, respectfully though. But you have to look into why, you shy away from sudden changes, and it all starts with you. So whatever you pick up, you can, anyway, that's just how I feel. Yellow hearts, if you understand what I'm talking about. Yellow hearts, if you rock with me. I hate to get serious with you guys, but respectfully, just to let you know, your kids don't give a shit about half of the tutoring, the things that you do. They don't care. It helps them down the line. It'll care when they're probably 30, because it takes them at least to get to 26 to even start experiencing life things. And if they have to grow up too fast because you're not there for them or something like that, the only thing you can do is try to change the things and the scenarios and just be there for them. Give them hugs, give them kisses, give them assurance. Let them know that you love them and you'll always be there for them. But everything else, they don't even care about, just to tell you that respectfully. That's just that. So, but I love them dearly. Wouldn't trade them in the world. Wouldn't trade them for the world. And I'll be there. So if this is in regards to love, of course, no. I'll pull from this deck. I want to pull from another deck. But if this is in regards to a twin flame that you're holding on to because of kids or something, the bottom of the deck is like, love like ours can change the world. It can, but you got to realize, they both have to realize, it takes two. It's just not with you. I didn't even see this one over here. But yeah, messages about trust. I know in my heart we will be together one day, and that helps me trust. Let's keep working on us. So working on you is sometimes moving forward with growth. All about growth. Oh, I'm realizing this connection is something special and worth treasuring. So that's the reason why you get to the 10 of Pentacles. If they realize, if you guys both realize, if you guys move forward to see what life is like without each other, that could happen. I'm always for love at the end of the day, but you have to know that this is something that has to be done in order for you guys to grow, together. All this emotional attachment, the worry, the fear, the anxiety, if you guys can't have a conversation and do things as a cohesive unit, that could be an issue. But anyway, this is how to win at love deck. And yeah, the bottom of the deck is ride it out and keep charging forward, right? Chariot again, right? Write it out and keep charging forward. Don't run away just yet. Recognize that all relationships have their up and downs, and tough times won't last forever. Let love prevail. So, that's at the bottom of the deck, moving forward twice with the Chariot energy. Remember, again, I keep telling you that, you have to come together and understand why and why things are so important for you and why the memories. So now I don't necessarily think this is about children. I feel like it's about the memories of the past that, will prevail down the line. Does that make sense? And that's called growth. So I just feel like now that I see that, or it could have to do with the child, but I'm just saying, when it comes to personally thinking that, you have to do this, you have to do that. I didn't even see this. Where is this at? Yeah, this came out. I didn't even see that one. Your independence is a turn is a turn on for them. So that's what it basically is saying. You trusted in yourself. You had to take a leap. You had to build your own foundation first. You had to go back into saying that everything that you did to me helped me build my foundation. I thank you for it. Move forward. There's movement and communication, right? Your independence is a turn on for them. They will enjoy seeing you as your own person and more likely to chase you chase you if don't bend over backwards. If you don't bend over backwards to please them, maintain your independence. So that is why I'm saying that, because again, your fears of maybe losing them, or they say if something is meant, it'll come back to you. You can't lose anything if it's meant. That's kind of how I see it. So you have to gain your independence and take those little bricks, the little small things that happened through the past, and help build and trust in yourself, and then trust in, and have balance for yourself. That's kind of how I see it. But don't make assumptions and don't take things personally. Compromise is a bridge you need to cross to make peace with your partner. See what I'm saying? So that is how it works. So when you have all these worries and fears, I might lose this person, I might lose that person, this person is not ready to settle down. Look, if things are meant, they'll happen. That's just kind of how I see it. Learn the art of compromise and meet each other halfway so that you minimize the amount of friction in your relationship, so both feel valued and fulfilled. That is the end goal of this. And that is how you get to this point, is by valuing and fulfilling each other and not having one-sided relationships, having balance, holding on to the memories, but not letting the memories cause you worry, fear, anxiety. Does that make sense? And so that's just kind of how I see that energy. Pull one more card and then I'll move forward. I have a few personal reads to finish. And again, if you're looking to get a personal read, the link is in the description box. It also is in the description box where you can link to purchase a cup, the Asset Not a Liability, and just the Phoenix Empath Intuitive cup. If you want to help support my channel, do that. Also, like the video. Liking the video helps get my channel out there to like-minded cancers like us that need to hear a message. The bottom of the deck is feeling victim to temptation, mistakes, and lessons. So this is called center. It says center, but this is where I think the worrying comes in at, is that falling victim to temptation, mistakes, and lessons. So again, the self-destructive patterns can cause you stagnation, and that is where you start to lose yourself. Get it? Sinking into fantasy identity crisis. So you start to lose yourself and not trust in yourself. And so therefore there's no balance there. And then you start to doubt, second guess, and then there's separation, there's growth, and then it could be coming back together because you feel like this is an enemy in disguise. And so therefore the revenge tactics and anger, everything isn't as it appears, happens, and then you have to use your intuition in order for you to grow. It says keen intuitive awareness, absorbing energy empathetically. That's what happens when you feel like somebody is doing something. Then you lose all your confidence in yourself, and then you start to change, and you stay in repetitive cycles, and you get this nervous tick. So it starts to affect everything, and then you fear moving forward, and the Polarian comes out because you shy away from sudden changes. You become a great team player and go with their flow, not yours. You stay in situations for a very long time, and that is where this is at. You ride it out and keep charging forward, even though you feel like all these different things. And at the end of the day, if it's meant, love like ours can change the world, and you realize that. But the worrying and things like that causes more sickness than anything else. And when you stay and you have the ability to go and you have the ability to work on yourself, but you're so afraid of the things that could happen, the what ifs, then it's like, oh, what if I fall? But what if you fly? And so that is where this energy is. I just feel like you have to stop overthinking and stop worrying. And when you stop worrying and stop making assumptions, and then also, not take anything personally, again, transform your life. When you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, and even your sadness will simply disappear if you don't take things personally. But sometimes you have to ride it out and keep charging forward. Don't run away just yet. Recognize that all relationships have their ups and downs, their tough times, won't last forever. Let love prevail. Remember, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with truth. It always protects, always trusts, and always hopes, always persevere. Love never fails. 1 Corinthians 13. The reason why I say that is because in any relationship, in any situationship, if you put everything else before you put yourself and your strengths and your, you fall victim to the worry, then everything will start to weigh down on you. And that's when the burdens start to come. And then you sit and stay for so long because you're afraid to ride it out or to move forward and separate from the situation. And you're taking everything personally. You're making assumptions, and you're also not being impeccable with your words, speaking clear, communicate with clarity. It says again, communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and dramas. If all humans would communicate with impeccability of their word, all of our relationships would change. There would be no wars, no violence, and no misunderstandings. So again, if you start to speak your mind and say what it is that you want, and when somebody is not in agreements with you, you have to move forward and stop staying here when you have the ability to move forward. Stop staying in situations for very long times if it doesn't sit with you mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. And so this is where you are, because again, when it says polarian, you are the polarian because you stay in situations for a very long time when you have the ability to move forward. And sometimes fears cause you to lose yourself and to make it feel like your enemy in disguise or their enemies in disguise. But it really is you, being oversensitive. Not saying it's your fault. I'm saying it's like you keep replaying in your head the worry and the what ifs. And so again, you have the ability to build your own castle. You have the ability to build your own foundation. You want to do it as a cohesive unit, but you don't want to go. I'm going to tell you, like my mother and a lot of people, a lot of women that I know told me, and this goes for a man as well. You come into a relationship with your own and you leave out with your own. And in the process of a relationship, you build together, but you still have your stuff separate. Because if you ever have to leave a situation, you'll leave the way you came. Make sense? Don't leave a relationship mentally with more mental stress than you came in it with. And that's where the communication and the boundaries come in at. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from a crystal deck. I feel like I'm overly talking in these situations, but again, yellow hearts in the comments if you rock with me. I'm trying to give you and whoever else is going through something clarity to get through it. And my personal perspectives of children and how I feel respectfully is my reflections of it, and everybody is not the same. So let's go. The Lodolite, transformation, strength, and power. It deals with your crown chakra. Your crown chakra is your spirituality, selflessness, and wisdom. This says, my intentions are clear and powerful. So make sure your intentions of everything that you come into. If you come into the relationship and you say, listen, whether it sounds crazy or not, these are your intentions. I want to be carried off in a chariot every day. I want my doors open. I want food cooked on the floor. I want food cooked every day for dinner. I want to have the floors clean. I want this. I want that. You're giving people the ability to say, you know what? That's bullshit and I don't want to be a part of it, and walk away. That is what the people that we deal with do. This is what I'm used to. That's basically how they say it. I have this, that, and this is what I'm used to. And you're like, okay. You go with the flow because you see potential in a person, and then it hurts at the end. And that's what we have to realize, the truth, right? The blue kyanite, communication, right? Psychic ability, again, and balance. Again, it all comes out again. It just reiterates. This deals with your throat and your third eye chakra. Your throat chakra is your ability to communicate, your impressions of others, and the ability to trust. Again, your ability to trust in a situation. But if you don't communicate and you can't trust and your perception is not clear, then guess what? You will lose your identity in this situation. Make sense? Your intuition will be blocked. You won't feel like you can move forward with yourself. And that's why I say that. I easily receive all forms of communication that are for the highest good. You're only listening to conversations that are for your highest good. Moving forward, respectfully, right? The Labradorite, transformation, intuition, and strength. Your ability to transform. Do you understand that? Moving forward, write it out and keep charging forward. So in the process, and why I say write it out is a thing, because we already have 10 years out here. 7 is when you decided to work on yourself. So you're writing it out, but you're charging forward for yourself. If you would have did that in the beginning, which is nothing wrong with it, you had to learn this, that, all right, I think I'm going to stay here, but I'm worrying so much. You got to change the two outcomes of those, right? So this deals with your crown and your third eye chakra. And I know easier said than done, but I did do it. And I understand. So I'm not saying that it can't. And that's why I say red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it. And to my fellow Cancers who've made it through, it's okay to communicate your energy to everyone, to let them know that you've been through it. We have all been through it, respectfully. And sometimes we still hold on to it, but that's where the Cancers that's been through it. So with the red hearts, if they made it through it, they still have to learn how to heal. So it resonates, and they're working on it, because it's still that thing that makes the hair on your arm stand up, or it's cringing to you. The Labradorite. I welcome transformation in my life. And that's what we're all doing. We're transforming together. It's our birthdays. Happy birthday to Curtis. Happy birthday to Curtis. He's a cusper. He's a Gemini cusper, but he also, I think that the cuspers are always full of Cancer anyway. So happy birthday, Curtis. I appreciate you for rocking with me. Everybody that rocks with me in the comments, Lady, Nene, all of you guys, Black Lacquer, everybody. I'm here. I'm saying names, Taurus, all of these people. Hopefully I said everybody's name right. Anne, Ivory, who else am I going to say? Darn it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Adair, am I saying it right? But all of you guys, my fellow Cancers, everybody that's coming in new in the chat, that is here, I rock with you guys. I rock with you guys. I love you guys. Katrina, I can remember. I want to say Adair. I got like 3 of them in our group that comes and rocks with me. Who else do I want to say? Scarlett. Scarlett's there. Abby. Elevate. That's my girl. Elevate. Everybody. All of you guys who I didn't mention. I'm letting you know that, hey, this is what we do together. We're growing together. We're learning together. Everybody. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate Spitta. Where you at, Spitta? I'm here. We all rock with each other. So anyway, that's just where we are. Now let's go ahead and let this energy go. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. And remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. I hate that I couldn't call people's name, but I love you guys. China Mock, just looking in through, trying to figure out who I missed. I missed a lot of you guys. Adara, that's you, Adara. It's a couple of you guys there named Adara, but all of you guys has been rocking with me from day one. I really appreciate all of you. I love you guys. I know I'm missing somebody. Lady, I know Lady's there. Lady, Scarlett, everybody. I love you guys. Happy birthday, everyone.